It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we'll have the final two games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 on second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they try the right side here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Powering forward. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 67 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On second down, they'll run it here. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And his kick here is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. On the move past the 40. Look at the big man rumble. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Now they'll line up to to kick the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Willis. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down the 8-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Robert Tonyan from 6 yards away. And the Panthers are able to move back in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Finding space at the 40. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a gain of 35.
And as you saw right there, this has got a pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. Room here to run. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will knot us up at 10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Willis. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. I don't think there's any... doubt how fast he could run on the open field, but if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Campbell. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll give the Hunt here on the option. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
That's a game of play. It's 3rd and 7.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 79 yards. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Brown able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. To the right side, and he's got more complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll get 34 yards there.
Ready? First down. Moving 19. Ready?
1st and 10, it's Willis. His throw incomplete.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Willis. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And a
pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns now with his second sack here on opening night. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw here. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. Hunt will try going up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. Final minute now of the third quarter. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Hunt. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Yeah, they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second down, they'll run it here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Willis on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Here we go.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So a good grab there, and here's a guy who had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
From the 31, Willis. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Looking to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 169 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Now here's the Panther special teams unit to try a field goal for 3.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Back to throw here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. That one looks like he'll throw here.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
3rd down, it's Willis.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.